or church and faceless demonstration. Reflecting on the past, the October 2020 incident, which was the product of Esther's protest, got the massive craziness of the nation. Some of the outcome of which we have not recovered.
Despite the fact that we are not coming out for the national protest, the fact must be stated that we are hungry. The hunger is telling on Nigerian students. So we are using this opportunity with the gathering of all Nigerian students here, representing various schools, to state that the federal government should look into the issue of hunger to this our dear country.
Special advisor to Oyo State Governor who represented him at the Senate sitting, Victor Oledeji.
Nuisance lele.
See all of them parading themselves as a student. These are like 45 years old, 50 years old grandfathers. Yeah. We know we are hungry in this country, but we are not protesting now because we don't know the organizers. So everybody is saying the same thing. You know, I told you that last night. I said everyone is saying the same thing. It's like a script they give to them. Go out there and say, since the government don't know the organizers, so who are they going to negotiate with? What is negotiation? Nobody is asking you to negotiate anything. Just act on all these demands. I was saying something about those who were once on this side screaming Yoruba nation with us 3 years ago. Now, they are now pro-Nigeria because of Tinubu. Not because they like Nigeria, but because of Tinubu. But do you know that in this their protest, part of the demand is that the 1999 constitution, that trashy nonsense, should be trashed. And a proper people's constitution should be put in place that actually involves you. Where such constitution, right, will be put into a referendum where people will vote over it before it comes to effect. So all of now where they claim, hang on, no. There's something I'm actually trying to get from here, right? I am suspecting that they've shut down my Facebook, but they haven't. Maybe after this broadcast, they will shut down my Facebook, but we are here. Here you get. You want a you claim to wanted a restructured Nigeria. Abi, as Yoruba, so we want a restructured Nigeria. We want to control our regions. Tinubu does not believe in any of that, to start with. When the Yorubas were, especially the Ilano Odua, okay, they are mostly pro-Tinubu right now. They will blow code, they will blow earth. They are, and if you see some of their members, they are the pro-bigotry, spreading the hateful rhetoric on behalf of Tinubu. Okay? So, you said since they won't restructure Nigeria, that's what we said, though. Since they won't give us back a regional system, Mo Ukuku come together and leave Nigeria and have our own country. But today, una won't join them. They tell people that they should remain inside Nigeria now. But there is a protest that can actually guarantee the fact that those criminals representing Yoruba now, for the first time, they can participate in something that truly interested the Yoruba people. But they have told you that to protect Tinubu, you must begin to spread hatred. In fact, you must be ready to go out there and cause problems, violence. Una don't turn to the pro-Tinubu now. Because the whole world is fighting Tinubu. Therefore, Tinubu is Yoruba. So therefore, Yoruba is Tinubu. Tinubu is Yoruba. Una don't see. Loju yin bayi, loju emi bayi le se ma shesin. Etin shesin yen already, you know that. Some of you have just become anything olojuti, alaini tiju. But Sheri, as you are all pushing yourself out to show how anti-Yoruba you are, people like us will continue to show the rest of Yoruba the true you, who you are. You understand? Okay? So the Yorubas are going through hell. You want them to stay in. Then inside the demand of those who wanted to protest, their demands for a new constitution, something that the Yoruba nation campaigners have always been agitating for as well. Because inside it will determine, even if we can't have Yoruba nation, we can have our regions back. We can control our own affairs. We can protect our own people ourselves. We can protect our own borders as well against all this external invasion and invaders. These were the common talk and talking, this were like our talking points 2-3 years ago. Today, they have now shown to be ordinary ass lickers, crumb eaters and crumb chasers. The pro-Tinubu wanted to now tell us, whoever is against Tinubu's kleptomania kakistocracy, that person is anti-Yoruba. I want Yoruba nation. Then it also say it is okay for Yorubas to suffer in Nigeria. It is now all right for us to continue to die. Don't talk about it because the rest of Nigeria, we will do it some other time. Lọ́la iná àtẹná kálíkà ọ̀sára àsálẹ̀ àmì ẹ máa ṣòfò tìrantìran ayé lẹ ti máa ṣẹ̀sìn o. Tinubu that is exposing all of your hypocrisy, it won't be here forever, okay? And then we will come for you too. So yes, they are doing everything as much as possible, okay? So this is a demand that should interest you. They are demanding that the injustice against Nnamdi Kanu should be discontinued. There are people that they have locked up in their prisons and what have you in Nigeria without trial since 2020. Okay? They continue to bamboozle you with NSAS this, NSAS that. Yesterday, I was able to rejig our memory to show to you those who destroyed Lagos. Who destroyed Lagos? Tinubu destroyed Lagos. Sanwo-Iku destroyed Lagos. APC, Egbekegbe destroyed Lagos when they began to mobilize their local terrorist agberos to attack peaceful protesters. Then their soldiers, as well as their policemen, to finish the job, where over 400 people were killed. These murderers, they are on the verge, like they are on the move again. They are on the move of that incitement, on the move of that anarchy, on the move of that violence. And they are pointing the fingers directly at those who have no power or capacity to carry out any violence against the states. So yes, if you are a Yoruba and you think Yoruba should be destroyed by Tinubu, our culture should be destroyed, our morals should be destroyed, I mean, come on. It won't be here forever. You get that now? And we are going to remind all of you. Yes, we are going to remind all of you. So going forward, ladies and gentlemen, those who don't speak for you, if you are a student, I don't think you are waiting for Nance to tell you to stand up or not, Abi. Some of you are looking forward to dropping out of school as we speak. The moment they remove the subsidy on education. Even if you are chasing clout on social media and you are a student in Nigeria,
ìgbà kan máa dé àsìkò kọ́ṣì ń bọ̀ wá ìgbà kan máa dé àsìkò kọ́ṣì ń bọ̀ wá tólórò máa sáré ọlọ́pàá máa sáré ayé máa sáré ẹyẹ tí ò dúró rere máa sáré àlórà máa sáré hs tí kò mọ kankan máa sáré everybody máa sáré gbogbo wa pátá máa sáré ìgbà yẹn ti dé àsìkò yẹn náà làwà. Ìgbà yẹn ti dé àsìkò yẹn náà làwà everybody máa sáré ọlọ́pàá máa sáré àwọn tó ń ṣòro gan máa sáré olúmọlẹ̀ máa sáré àpènà máa sáré olúwo ìlú gan máa sáré everybody pátápátá máa sáré gbogbo wa máa sáré àwọn ọmọ fantasy base máa sáré àwọn ọmọ túmọ̀rọ̀ base máa sáré akíndóyin base máa sáré ayépéjọsọ base máa sáré everybody pátá máa sáré.
Everybody, even Mayegun Goma, Sari, Iwo Goma, Sari. Now all of us go run. Run to where? Where you don't worry now. We'll find out when we begin the running. You can't hold people down for too long. There's no magic in the world that makes that happen. It's not going to happen. No. So you can pay people, you can send all this, your fear mongering, you can threaten and the rest of that. Listen, if they give you money, collect their money. You will need it. I promise you, you need it. Tell them you are not protesting. That's the fun of it, right? If they come and say, take money, don't go and protest. Take this money and buy food. Take the money, buy food, shop, go out there and demand that all this, your demand must be met. They locked an innocent man up. They use their propaganda to make you crucify him. They kidnapped him from Kenya. They drugged him and brought him to Nigeria. They took him to their courts. He defeated them in their court. Then they started playing their usual corrupt judiciary because they can't take it. And then they are going back and forth. That is injustice. Listen, you don't have to like Nnamdi Kanu. People have said worse things. People have done worse things. And yet, in Nigeria, there are still those who are making, who are actually saying things and contributing to what they call their betterment of Nigeria. But Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. Lock him up. He's IPOB and this and that. So when they demand that every unjustly imprisoned people should be let go, why do you have a problem with that? What is your problem? What is wrong with? Why would anybody have a problem with that? Nnamdi Kanu should be locked up. When the hopeless Uzodimgba and his gang are committing genocide in eastern part of Nigeria, the evidence is there. All of these things are in the open, but the unjust system continue to ignore that. You haven't suffered injustice. You probably will never have a clue what it is like. You accuse me of something. The next time I'm going to go to court. Yeah, I will go to court. And then if the court says, indeed, I did that, then I get punished, right? Then when the court says I didn't, and then the powers that be says, no, he did it. Find him guilty. We need to find him guilty. And you are watching all of that all these years. And then some said, no, this is not normal. It can be. Then you have a problem with that. Why are they demanding for Nnamdi Kanu to be released? If this is not IPOB thing, like, are you mad? Should you wear it? Do they know at home that you are a mad person? So you are being selective. What you're going to call justice and injustice, Abi? See, justice and law, is, what do you call it? It's not discriminatory. You don't have to like it. Yeah? It is the law where the accused and the accuser, or everybody has the fair hearing, right? Then if the court make a pronouncement and say, let him go, pay him $1 billion damages. And then you went to the Supreme Court to say, no, we want to hold him. We want to hold him. And the Supreme Court says, revoking his bail was wrong. Kidnapping him from Kenya was wrong. Then the Supreme Court says they won't say anything further. They should take it back to the courts where he defeated them before they ran to Supreme Court. And you saw that. That is injustice. There's no small injustice. There's no bigger injustice. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. You don't have to be a victim before you understand what an injustice means. This is what we are saying. It's the system where you have the divide and rule, where people are cherry picking what they think is bad or what is not that bad. You can't cherry pick justice. The problem of Nigeria is that you have selective justice, crooked justice system. You don't get justice from an unjust society. No way. So that's why if you have to see those who have been unjust, not giving you electricity, not providing you basic amenities, not allowing your children to have access to better quality education, these are injustices against you. These are the Olori Brukus that will come to you and say, why you they born? When you know, say you know if you take care of them. This is the narrative in Nigeria. But guess what? These Olori Brukus have many wives, many children, many husbands. They live off you. Their children go to school off your money. Eh? They live all their lives off your money. Then they turn around and say, you want government to come and do everything for you. Ogbeni, government money, people's money is doing everything for you. So what makes you qualify and not me? What makes you qualify for a foreign medical treatment and I don't qualify? Eh? What makes your children qualify for international education and I'm not qualified? Why? And you're still going to use my money or the money you will borrow in my name. When your policies are aligned with all these loans and borrowing, I will suffer. My children won't go to school. I won't be able to pay my bills. Simply because your policy have to make me suffer, squeeze me. It is called inflation. What do you think that means? You work so hard. You get paid 100 naira. But that 100 naira they gave to you, right? Before they even gave you that money, you've lost 40% of its value. It simply means that your 100 naira can only buy you something worth of 60 naira. That's cheating. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. But they are telling you that you are not deserving. These guys have 10, 20, 30 children. One person. And they are all living off you. Yeah, their children are living off you. In case if you don't know. But you have 2 children, 3 children. You can no longer feed them, but they are telling you, say now government force you, make you go born. Come on, man. This is the reality. So if they ask you, don't do this, don't do that, it's you are going to make them uncomfortable. Who gives a damn? Eh? Who gives a damn? So it's completely yours. Whether they are going to feel what you are feeling, or you are going to listen to those they paid to tell you not to, it's all up to you. Completely up to you, right? Here is where the weakest response to Showore ahead. Listen.
You know, there are politicians, they want to be in power at all costs. Who are these people who want to do protests? I'm just reading on social media. They have applied to me to grant the Ego Square. Do you apply to me through social media? You write a letter to the minister. I will see you. Who are you? What do you want to do? How many days do you want to spend? How much will you pay? Listen. It is not, you see, when people want to do propaganda in everything, I've got them on channel news telling the IG I've applied. You don't apply to me through channels. You must apply properly. You must pay what they call security cost. So that if there's any damage with the facilities, we'll take that security cost and repair. You know, you don't just, because you want to play to the gallery. We don't just give people just because you have applied. You fulfill the conditions. There are people who have failed the election. The only way they think they can be relevant is to overthrow the government in whichever ways. I thank the youth that this place is the center of unity. This place we cannot afford to allow the capital city, where the international community is, to be where people will want to practice how to be violent. We will not allow that. Will we allow violence here? No. Certainly not. I've seen all kinds of threats. Some will say, oh, you will die tomorrow, your children will die. I know I will die one day. So you don't need to tell me I will die. I know I will die. If if it is tomorrow that is not you that killed me, that's my time. So don't threaten me that I will die tomorrow. I will die the day God said will die.
Nuisance lele.
I am giving you all this speech so that you can always have their faces and what they said. As you go to bed, you can remember what he said because you need to stay angry. People like that are talking freely for now. They are depending on the fact that they believe they can mobilize Nigerians to clash with Nigerians. Okay, and once those clashes start, they have an idea what the end will be. The people they mobilize, they will crush all the protesters. And if those ones cannot crush you, the military will come and finish the job. So this is the perfect plan. Okay, and they have people around that are massaging their ego. They talk like that. Eagle Square is a public property. Just open the gate for them. If there's any damages there, you take the government money and fix it. Because that's what you do. Where you have all of your own things you are organizing there to make yourself feel important. Government of Tinubu, Eagle Square, Abuja, and all of that stuff. We know you won't give them. But when the old thing, when you push them, the way you are undermining them and talking to them in a condescending manner this way, right? Because you are so confident that they are too poor